Hey guys, welcome back to another video. This is Gabe with Indigo Software, genuine Microsoft software for less. In today's video, we're talking about 10 ChatGPT life hacks that you need to know. If you're not already doing these, you're definitely missing out. Before we get started with that, if you're interested in genuine Microsoft software at a great price, check out Indigo Software. We'll put links down below. Without further ado, let's get started. All right, so the first tip that we have for you guys is emails. I personally spend way too much time thinking about what exactly I want to write in my email, but we can actually use ChatGPT to come up with that email, or at least the email idea for us. Let's try a prompt. Let's say, write a cold email introducing myself and my work portfolio and inviting someone to connect over coffee. Let's try this prompt and see what happens. Now, to expand on this tip, if you didn't like the response, no worries. You can kind of modify the prompt a little bit and see if you get a better output. So for me, this is much too long. Don't really like it. Although I like, the idea and I like the words, I like that I didn't have to come up with it. I'm just going to add something to this prompt. Let's try make the email very brief and easily legible. Try that. All right, now this is a lot better. Now, if we wanted to make the response stronger, we could fill GPT in on some context about what I do for my business. We could do things like that. But again, we just wanted to show you guys the tip of prompting for an email message. Next up, we have read faster. Well, let's say we forgot to read through an important document right before a Zoom meeting, and we want to read that document really quickly, or at least have a good idea of what was discussed. Lucky for us, there's an easy way to do that. I'm going to go into Word and I'm going to copy the contents of one of my larger documents. So this is a document for a creative project I recently did. Let's say that I didn't have time to read all of this. So I copied and pasted the document. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask ChatGPT to summarize. So can you summarize the most important points from the above document for me? ? All right, let's see what it says. So now I'm getting bulleted points that I can read through super fast. We have a launch party happening on this date, focusing on podcast style interviews with influencers. I have our goals. I have the schedule, got post-production, I've got additional tasks, and I've got the main goal, the video purpose. Okay, so I've got all this information much faster than actually reading the document. So good little tip for you on GPT. If you need to read something quickly, copy and paste and ask it to summarize. Third tip is kind of playing off of the last one. I'm going to ask it to summarize an article that I've been working on, and I can actually use this to add back into my article as a summary. If that makes sense. So this is a document creating. Can you write a brief summary paragraph? Okay, and then with this, I could copy it and go paste it back into the document. So a pretty efficient way to work by creating summaries or asking it to give you summaries from someone else's document. Moving on, we can have it review our code. For the code example, I'm going to have it check some code that's on my website for the Google Tag Manager. All right, so I just pasted the tag into GPT. I'm going to have it check this code on my website I currently have installed for my Google Tag Manager. I want it to review it and ask it to spot any possible mistakes. I'm going to paste it in and I'm going to say, can you review this code and spot any possible mistakes for me? Now, as we can see, there doesn't seem to be any glaring issues. As it says, the script is designed to load the Google Tag Manager container asynchronously, which is the recommended approach to prevent it from blocking the rendering of the rest of the page. All right, for tip number 5, I'm going to play off of the last one. I basically punched in, so I asked it if it could explain to me what each block of code is doing. Now, here's what it did. This tag is HTML tag used to embed JavaScript code into the HTML document. And then we've got basically a full explanation of each block of code. Pretty cool stuff. A few little coding tips for you guys on there. Let's say that I want to translate something English or from English to another language. We can easily use ChatGPT for that. So here is a document that we were using for an example earlier. If I want this back in English, I'll say, can you translate this into English? And this can work for entire research documents. You're not limited to a single paragraph. And just like that, we are back into English. Next up, we can use GPT to study effectively. Let's say I spent the entire day researching and studying for A+. I'm going to ask ChatGPT to quiz me randomly 10 questions that I might find on an A+ exam. So I'm just going to tell GPT that I'm studying. All right, so I'm studying for CompTIA A+. Can you give me 5 random multiple choice questions that quiz my knowledge in preparation for the test? Can you correct my answers if I get them wrong. All right, let's see what happens. Which of the following connectors is used to connect an Ethernet cable? Well, first answer is RJ45. That's going to be correct. All right, 2, what is the maximum data transfer rate of USB 3.0? This is one of those memory ones. I struggle a little bit on these ones. I believe 5 gigabits per second, so B. Right. All right, let's see how I did. All right, perfect 100%. Let's go. Now, if I would have got any of these wrong, again, the model would explain to me where I got it wrong and what the correct answer is. Let's ask ChatGPT to create some content. Let's say I'm an IT content creator, which kind of am, and I just want 3 content ideas. Let's see what happens. Give me 3 video content ideas for 2024. Okay. All right. So instantly I have some content ideas that I could explore if I want to. Cybersecurity threat analysis, quantum computing, as well as AR, VR technology showcase, augmented reality and virtual reality. So pretty cool stuff. All right. Number 9, we can actually have philosophical discussions with ChatGPT. So this is pretty interesting. Let's see what happens if I ask it a philosophical question. All right. I'm asking it if AI will take over the world. And I'm also going to ask it for its philosophical opinion. All right, now I'm not going to dive deep into this entire response, but as we can see, we're getting a bit of a philosophical answer here. We could kind of read it and just explore some different ideas around this topic. Last up, playing games. That's right, you can play games with ChatGPT. Let's see if we can play checkers. All right, so I'm the X's and ChatGPT is the O's. Now, this is pretty cool stuff right here. Basically, I can, kind of like Battleship, I can give it a position of where I want to move my pieces. So let's say I want to move this X to checkers is diagonal. So, all right, now I won't sit here and play the game, but pretty cool that you can do stuff like this. And, you know, you're more than welcome to explore whatever else you might be able to do with the model. All right, guys, so that's going to do it for today's video. If you have any questions about any parts of this video, drop those in the comment section below. We'll get back to you as soon as possible. Again, if you're interested in genuine Microsoft software at a great price, check out Indigo Software. We'll put links in the description box below. We strongly encourage any video topic ideas that you may have. So thanks again for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.